class 7, chapter 9, English, the topic 9 is the fall of Icarus. The heading of the lesson is the fall of Icarus. Icarus is the son of Daedalus, and here why Icarus falls, you know, manners is disobedience. If you don't obey your parent, you will suffer. Sometimes you may die. The lesson speaks that you have to be obedient. The lesson is very mythical lesson of Greece, and the lesson speaks very adventurous and very we can say top lesson, and the lesson of the Egypt's legend, and very interesting one. So let's start. On the island of Crete, during the age of King Minos, there lived a man named Daedalus and his young son Icarus. Now, the time of King Minos, there was ordinary person living. One man was Daedalus, and his son name was Icarus. Leader to ordinary person, but we can see Daedalus was some extraordinary gift, extraordinary talent, and he was an inventor of strange and wonderful mechanical creation. Do you know mechanical creation means? The creation is the amazing creation that ordinary person he cannot create. An artificial bird, artificial museum, artificial technology used. It looks like natural. That is called mechanical creations. And Daedalus has this type of quality. So, as quality has its cost, so how this quality became great, made him great. Let's discuss. A tiny mechanical bird that chirped when the sun rose. You know, given by Daedalus to the newborn princess to celebrate her birth. Now, in King Minos' house, his daughter's birthday, princess' birthday, Daedalus made an artificial or mechanical bird. You know, mechanical bird is not natural. Artificial bird. This bird had a quality. This bird had quality that it can make the baby rise up. Very interesting. Became the talk of everyone in the land. Means everyone, those who saw that this Daedalus could make artificial or mechanical bird which can speak. Chirp means makes the sound. And everyone talk about this topic. Then King Minos approached Daedalus to ask if he might be able to invent something less pretty but more richful. Now King Minos thought that in my kingdom, Daedalus could do great work. What he can do? Less pretty but more richful work. ऐसा कुछ बनाए बहुत सुंदर भले काम दिखे लेकिन बहुत काम का हो. So it was the request of King Minos. Then a few months later, Daedalus presented the plans for a giant labyrinth to hold the Minotaur prisoner. Now, in this kingdom, there was a giant monster. Do you know? His half body was human and half body was bull. आधा इंसान और आधा क्या बोलते हैं सांड का मुंड था. This type of Minotaur. So very giant or very monster. Half of the body was human and half of the body was bull. And here this type of animal, he was giving problem to this kingdom and coming to kill the human being. And Daedalus made this one type of labyrinth. Labyrinth is one of a maze or a bulbulaya in saying English, Hindi, or complicated path where suppose a person enters there, he may forget to come out. That is the labyrinth. So doctors made such type of house that even when he enters this house, he cannot come out. So how they can track this giant? Yeah, and it was the great work of masterpiece, excellent work of Minos. Yes, King Minos was pleased by this type of work. Yeah, if Douglas works only for me, it will be so much better. Who will not wish कि अपने देश का अच्छा उन्नति हो? तो राजा, the king thought that definitely, as you work for me, it will be so much better. Really, he asked his well gods, take Daedalus and his young son Icarus. उसका बेटा है Icarus. दोनों को कहाँ ले जाओ? Icarus, and lock them away in a cave. उनको कहाँ रखना है? गुफा में रखना है. High above the sea, समंदर से बहुत ऊंचा मान लीजिए सी है, और सी से बहुत ऊंचा वाले कील में जाके डाउडलस और इकरस को क्या करना है? कैद में रखना है. The only entrances to the cave were through the labyrinth. या कहाँ ये घुसने के लिए सिर्फ एक ही रास्ता है, labyrinth है. मतलब केव में घुसने के लिए only one way, that is called labyrinth or the maze. Entrance to the cave were through the labyrinth, guarded by the king's soldiers. King's soldiers will guard there. मान लीजिए केव है, एक ही एंट्रेंस से घुसने के लिए, और इधर तो कोई जाने वाले मतलब केव में घुसे तो इधर समंदर है, इधर जाकर समंदर में कहीं जा नहीं पाएंगे. और यहाँ पर केव में घुसे हुए लेबिरिंथ, इस तरह का क्या है लेबिरिंथ यहाँ पर सैनिक लोग क्या किए हैं? पहरा दे रहे हैं. Let's see. So the only entrances to the cave were through the labyrinth guarded by the king's soldiers, not to mention the Minotaur. Yeah, or Minotaur is not here. Minotaur is the giant, and an entrance overlooking the sea high on the side of a cliff. Yeah, high of the cliff means समंदर से बहुत क्या है? ऊंचा भी है. It's okay. Daedalus didn't mind his imprisonment at first. Yeah, at first means Daedalus को जैसे कैद में रखा गया, शुरू में Daedalus बोले कि no problem, okay, शुरू में. The very beginning he thought that I am going to jail or imprisoned in jail. He did not mind. Why did not mind? All the facility my Minos provided without question food, drink, tools of all shapes, rare metals, leather, parchment, and even candles, so he could walk late in the night. All the facilities. What are the things? Like food, drink, tools of all shapes, rare metals and leather. Parchment means skin material of an animal used for writing. Yeah, मतलब जानवर की खाल में जहाँ कुछ लिखते हो. And even candles, so he could walk late in the night. उनको कैंडल भी दिया गया और रात में भी काम करने के लिए दिया गया. All the facilities, that's why Daedalus in the very beginning did not worry. But Daedalus lived happily for many years, working away on an endless variety of wonderful inventions. Now Daedalus inside this cave, he was doing too much work, and not only working was going on. Yeah, he was happy inside. And young Icarus, उसका बच्चा भी उसके साथ है. Although sometimes bored, बच्चे लोग कभी कभी बोर होते हैं, उनको मतलब ज़्यादा टास्क देने से they also sometimes feel bored. That's why he was very artistic. Was quite happy. Right. So and young Icarus, although sometimes bored, was quite happy helping out his father and playing with the mechanical toys Daedalus made for him. Now, Daedalus made a mechanical toy. Yes, mechanical toy. The artificial toy was just like the natural looking. At the time of going, Icarus could play this toy made by Daedalus, and he can enjoy this life. Okay, it was going very smooth. It was not until Icarus 16th birthday, 16 साल तक तो चले गया, बचपना था. 16 years of age. For Icarus, it was no problem. But later on, what happened? Let's see. When tired of being locked out, इतना सालों से कि तुम कैद खाने में हो, not 1 or 2 days or 1 or 2 months, but 16 years, he broke into a rag. बेटा बहुत गुस्सा हो गया. Broke into a rag. Rag means anger. Father, I want an adventure. I want an adventure means I have to go out from this place. I have to do risky work to come out from place. I want to meet a girl and I have a son my own. I would like to marry. Let me marry and I have also son. कि मैं यहाँ पर कैद खाने में कितना दिन रहूँगा, मेरा भी लाइफ बनाना है. He spoke like that. I can't find a wife to come live with me in this lonely cave over the sea. Nobody will be. So I would like to come out from place. I had this cave. मुझे इस cave में रहने में मुझे नफरत लग रहा है. I would like to live a free life. I hate the king and I hate you. Yeah. Why this child speaks so? Because he was the age of 16 and he was no more like to be in this place. He thought that I have to come out from this place to live a free life, to marry and have a settled family life. Okay. Of course, Icarus apologized later for saying such mean things to his father, but insisted that he could not stand being cooped up in the cave any longer. Of course, Icarus apologized means sorry. Later, for saying such mean things is very rough things, the things which is not good to his father. पापा को उल्टा सीधा चिल्ला दिया तो वो अपने गलती का एहसास करके बेटा माफी मांग रहा है, ठीक है? But insisted that he could not stand being cooped up in the cave any longer. Means he had no more to keep inside this cave. He had to come out from this cave. He asked his father that, father, do something that we will come out from this cave. इसको पास हमको क्या करना है? आजादी चाहिए. Let's see. The next time King Minos visited Raja, Daedalus approached him nervously. Daedalus घबराते हुए राजा को बोले, Your Majesty, surely you must see that Icarus is becoming a young man. दिन को दिन जवान होते जा रहा है. You can plan to keep him locked away for his entire life. Yeah, whole life कैद खाने गुफा में. You should not keep it. You should remove him. Please, sir. Let him join your royal guard and seek a life in your service. May give him another job. In the royal guard means another job, and he should seek a life means a family उसको भी चाहिए. Seek life in your service. Do something, my your majesty. Then what answer? The king raised an eyebrow and stared thoughtfully out the opening of the cave. राजा आईब्रो को सीधा करते हुए तो सोचे कि देखेंगे, let's see what shall we do. I shall consider your request. Okay, what do you say? I will think and I will say. Now, if you please, show me again your idea for giant mechanical man. Yeah, if you please, show me again your idea for giant mechanical man. Yeah, if you have interest, then show me another your achievements. Giant mechanical man means the artificial or artistic work you have. Show me. It's okay. The king did not really have to think too long about it. As Father Douglas told that Icarus को कुछ काम दे दीजिए, तो कुछ समय सोचा कि शायद मैं उसको एक जॉब दूँ या नहीं दूँ. फिर क्या है? He knew right away that he didn't want to let either Daedalus or Icarus go. The Raja king knew that he didn't allow to go these two persons, Daedalus and Icarus, from his kingdom. Why did not allow it to go? Answer is, who could know whether Icarus would have his father's talents. बेटा पापा का सब स्किल को सीख जाएगा. After all, Icarus had watched it, क्योंकि Icarus पापा का हर काम को देख रहा है, and learned from his father for his entire life, क्योंकि बेटा पापा का ही काम को सीख जाता है देखने के. तो यहाँ पर let's see, father minus for I not permit my permit both of them to come out from this cave. After all, Icarus had watched and learned from his father for his entire life. Under no circumstance did he want another kingdom. शायद वो दूसरे राज्य को चले जाएगा. To get their hands on the mechanical wonders, means very powerful, skillful wonders, magical wonders. Okay, Daedalus created, and that Icarus might someday produce in another kingdom. मेरे kingdom में जैसे जादू ने एक चीज बनाया गया है और वो दूसरे राज्य में जाकर बना देंगे तो मेरे से ज़्यादा हो जाएंगे. They will be more superior than me. They will be more advanced than me. So better I will not permit them to go out from this cave. Okay. So weeks later, King Minos returned to Daedalus with his answer. Weeks later means maybe 7, 8, 10 days. राजा के Daedalus को आके आंसर देने के लिए, Icarus provides the greatest service to our realm by keeping you company here. Yeah, this Icarus is here to help you in this all the job. So we will keep him in this service, or he will continue in this service further. But Daedalus told, but sir, he requested that whether he should also understand the son's problem, but Minos was not listening to the plea or request of Daedalus. Then see, enough. King got angry and said, enough, बहुत हो गया. Wrote King Minos, the decision has been made that you both will be in this cave forever. दोनों हमेशा के लिए उस गुफे में रहोगे. Daedalus turned to Icarus to explain that there was nothing to be done, but when he saw the look of utter despair on his son's face, when Daedalus saw that not possible to go on, he saw the Icarus was full of upset mood. The son was not happy mood. Daedalus' heart broke, and he thought that he would do something, everything in his power to make his son happy again. As a good father thought that I will turn my Daedalus to change my boy, I will make him anyway happy. But what could be done? That means they were inside this cave. And as they were inside the cave, they could not come out from this cave. So Daedalus stood staring out the entrance of the cave, overlooking the sea. Now, from this cave, Daedalus गुफा के आखिरी छोर में आके झांक रहा है, क्योंकि what he saw only sea. क्या देखा? Only sea. Watching the waves crash on the rocks. इसके नीचे क्या पत्थर है? तो समुद्र का जो लहर है आके उस पत्थर में टकरा रहा है. Daedalus saw the cave below overlooking the sea, watching the waves crash on the rocks below, and the seagulls circle over the cliffs. उसके ऊपर के seagulls, you know seagull is one type of bird. They were and circle the cliffs. In this cliff of this height, there one of the bird named seagulls, and the bird was there. And Daedalus saw these birds were roaming and circling around this cliff. Cliff means a high, very steep area of rock. या ये बड़े पत्थर चट्टान वाला पत्थर के ऊपर चिड़िया लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, उड़ रहे हैं. It was spring, yeah, it was time of spring season, and the nest on the cliffs were filled with eggs and chicks. और यहाँ पर इस घोंसले में अंडा दिया है ये चिड़िया. Now that means very soon these chicks and the eggs will be young one, then they will fly or they will go away from this place. Now, Icarus walked off beside his father and said softly. इसका बेटा धीरे से चलते हुए पापा के पास आता है. Walked up beside his father and said softly, धीरे से बोलता है, how I envy those baby birds. For soon their wings will be strong and they will be able to fly away from this wretched cliff. बेटा अभी भी एक सपना देख रहा है. What a wonderful sight. I see the small baby are born here. Now when they will get their strength in the wing, then they will leave this high place of the cave and they will go out from this unfortunate cliff. Yeah, wretched cliff is unfortunate. बदकिस्मी cliff से उनको छोड़ के चले जाएंगे दूसरी जगह. They are lucky person. They can enjoy life. They leave this place and they will go to another place. But we are here for many years and our whole life we in this cave and we have no return and we will not enjoy anything. And here the child is too much upset. Now, daughters blinked. Blink means soft and open the eyes quickly. आँख को पलक झपका के और उसका पापा कुछ बोल रहा है. A smile slowly growing on his face. Means father got an idea. Let's see, that's why the father's positive way of smiling shows that some positive things. He turned to Icarus, his eyes twinkling. Now he turned to Icarus, his eyes twinkling, his eyes just in the motion of up and down. And father spoke to the child. Well then, my little fledgling, we would best start working on strengthening your wings so you can be off with the others. So well then, my little fledgling, means you are also my immature child. Fledgling means the child has not grown up, baby form. Where are you going to do? We would best start working on strengthening your wings. कि हमको भी तुम्हारा पंख को क्या करना है, बढ़ा करना है. Yeah, so we can be off with others. These others with these birds. When birds will leave this place and go to our place, we have to make also two wings, and we also come out from this place and go away. Yeah. First, Daedalus use strips of leather. यहाँ पर Daedalus को एक तो आर्टिफिशियल एक तो क्या wings बनाना है, ठीक है? They have to make artificial wings. Let's see. Make first strips of leather. Leather का strips बनाया है, ठीक है? And फिर क्या किए? And find twigs. Twigs. Miss Bond's plant small stick of the plant is called twigs. To fashion a broom, उसी का झाड़ू टाइप का कुछ बनाना है. And a large net, which he can Icarus dangle means swing down towards the cliff. Cliff जैसे कि झूठ पाएगा. That's why he has to make this type of things. To sweep off the feathers near the seagull nest. Yeah, ऐसा एक तो चीज बनाया कि उड़ते हुए झूलते हुए उस चिड़िया के पास को उसका बेटा आ पाए. या सो नियर द सीगल nest from this cave to quickly how the child come, he arranged some items that he made. What he made? Some leather and some twigs and some broom type and a large net that he can swing and he can fly. Come near the seagull nest. For many days, Icarus carefully gathered every feather he could reach. In this process, Daedalus' son Icarus came and collected all the feathers. Yeah, all the feathers of the seagull bird. Okay. Then after what they did, while Icarus was busy with feathers, Daedalus created thin tube of light metal which he used to form the frame of two pairs of man-sized wings. Now both the father and son are going on. Icarus was collecting feathers. At the same time, Daedalus was also preparing the wing, artificial wing, the human size of wings. चिड़ी जैसे अपना क्या बना रहे हैं, wing बना रहे हैं. Daedalus created thin tubes of light metal, thin tubes of light metal, which he used to form the frame of two pairs man-sized wing. इंसान की साइज का दो wing बनाए, ठीक है? Huge leather strips to create a harness, huge leather strip, leather का एक strip बनाए पट्टी, to create a harness में yoke and pulley means चक्का टाइप का, to allow the wearer to flap, जिससे वो ऐसे हाथ को हिला सकते हैं, and tilt the wings in various directions, and they can move the wings in various directions, then they can fly like a bird. Then he took the feathers that Icarus had collected. Now, after making this frame, he collected the feathers, that Icarus had collected and used candles wax to begin to attach the feathers to the light metal frames. Now, in this frame, in the light metal frame, he fixed these feathers by wax, bombs. Now, in this way, two frames, one frame for father and a frame for son. Icarus smiled happily at his father. Are you coming too? Daedalus clapped his son on the shoulder. पीठ को अपने कांधे में थपथपाया. And hold and replied, I am my son. Thank you for reminding me that of all my creations. Now his father was very mechanical creator. He can make artificial birds, makes artificial things, looks like they're natural. Then why not the artificial wing also? He was so excellent in the work, he could do this. So he thanked for it, the son that he credited him. You are the most important for me. Who told him? How we can see this line? Father loved the child. And I am sorry that it has taken me so long to preach. Long time to come out from this cave, come out from this selfish king, and come out from this rule, this kingdom. We shall escape from this place. Let's see. So it was painstaking. Painstaking work means with great care. कितना ही मेहनत है इंसान चाहिए ये बल्ब बना के लेके जाएगा. It was painstaking work, collecting the feathers and attaching them one by one. The great work, really, the great work. To the friends. But a few weeks later, as the first beginning seagulls began to leave their nest, Daedalus declared the wings complete. Now, as these birds had already prepared their things, they were already ready to fly. Their baby having got the strand. Now, at the same time, Daedalus had already made his two pairs of wings to fly. And they will fly, they will also follow these seagulls and go away from this place. It's okay? Then students, let's see. The day they were to leave, they will escape from this cave. Daedalus lectured Icarus one last time. Now Daedalus told to Icarus, "Guys, now son, remember the father's advice. You must be cautious when we fly." जब हम उड़ते हैं तो एक चीज याद रखना, क्या? Fly too close to the ocean and your wings will become too heavy with the water that spray off the waves. जब when you fly, समंदर के किनारे you will get some wax will be more cold than it will be stand, and you will fly here. It's okay to fly too close to the sun, and the wax will melt. So you should not fly to the top. और ज़्यादा ऊपर में जाओगे तो the wax will melt and you will lose feathers. And if you lose feathers means imagine then you will fall down and you will die. Follow my path closely and you will be fine. Yes, my son Icarus, you follow my path. समंदर के नीचे नीचे उड़ना, ज़्यादा ऊपर नहीं जाना. ऊपर जाओगे तो पिघल जाएगा पंख, तो गिर जाएगा, फिर मर जाओगे. Okay? Icarus nodded and excited. Nodded means okay sir, okay father. Excited, slid his arms, moved smoothly his arms into the harness means in this yoke. Yoke means जो बांधा गया है, जो wing. He listened absently means not carefully. Whenever a teacher or parent speak, students better listen well. He listened absently as his father explained how to open the wings wide to catch the air current. पापा की बात को ध्यान से नहीं सुना. That was the fault of Icarus. When you don't listen well, you have to suffer a lot. कि कैसे तुम? So he listened absently as his father explained how to open the wings, why to catch the air currents, and how to use the pulleys to steer. Yes, when the father says, you have to listen well. And your child did not listen carefully. He listened absently as his father explained how to open the wings, why to catch the air currents, and how to use the pulleys to steer. Yeah, that means he neglected to listen how to handle these wings, the artificial mechanical wings. Wishing each other to best. Wishing each other the best means all the best. They started their journey. Daedalus and Icarus sped steps into the entrance of the cave overlooking the sea. Now they observe from the cave to the sea. And now they are going to jump. As they followed the birds also, overlooking the sea, spread their wings as wide as they could go and leap. वो दोनों अपना ही पंख को फैलाए as wide as they could, and they could leap with jump one after the other. Out over the ocean. Now both of them jumped in the ocean, and just like a bird, both of them started flying as if it had been waiting for him. The wind in the battle of Icarus. What happened to Icarus? The wind caught. हवा उसको Icarus का पंख को छू लिया. Wind caught Icarus' wings almost immediately, and off he soared. Off means Icarus का जो पंख है ऊपर उड़ गया, और that means Icarus did not listen to father's advice how to control these wings, how to control, and what happened immediately, and off he soared. So means off he rose to fly. ऊपर कूदना शुरू किया. Sometimes some mistakes may be the cause of difficult situations, and here we can see the child started flying first time in his life from this ugly giant cave, and he was flying to the sky. It's a very happy time for Icarus. Oh, what freedom! Now Icarus was happy. Why he was happy? That he is flying in the sky. Icarus threw his head back. Threw his head back means the sir को झुका के laughed as the startled seagulls dodged away from him. Now his happy mood. Startled means sudden shock. Seagulls dodged away from him. Yeah. As he dodged means avoid by a sudden quick movement. As birds were flying and they were also following, and he tried to go over the birds. That's why. And then soon as go down, move down and squawking. Squawking means harsh noise, warning, making a rough noise. Yeah. When he stayed too close to the nesting cliffs. Yeah. Nesting cliffs के ऊपर से गया, उनके केव से चिड़िया के घोंसले के ऊपर से गया. He made a lot of noise. Now, as he is flying and birds, and they are both are flying. Daughter shouted to his son and to be careful. पापा देखे कि बेटा थोड़ा उल्टा पुल्टा भाग रहा है, तो कुछ उसके खातिर बचाने खातिर चिल्लाए, Stop playing with the birds and follow him towards the shore of an island in the distance. Now father's warning the child, don't play game, don't follow these birds. As you follow them, it's a risky job. Don't be excited. You just try to escape to this danger. Come towards this island to save your life. But Icarus was having too much fun. Icarus did not mind it. Icarus मन भी नहीं दिया उसको. Icarus सोचा मजा आ रहा है. If you disobey, then you have to face a fate. He was tired of always following his father. उसका अंदर में गुफा में है, बेटा पापा के साथ रह रह के थक गया है. The child is not too much happy to be in with the father, to follow his father's commandment, always listening to his father, endless lectures. पापा हमेशा बोलते रहते हैं, father gives more lecture, और बेटा पापा का लेक्चर सुन सुन के तंग आ गया है. अब की बार तो मौका मिला है तो थोड़ा मजा लेना चाहिए लाइफ में एक बार तो चाइल्ड डिड नॉट केयर फादर्स एडवाइस and was thrilled with his sudden freedom. Thrilled means filled with some expression of happiness. But what happened? He watched the seagulls rise on the air currents high up over the sea and thought to himself, now as he watched the seagulls with birds flying, air currents high up, चिड़ियों जैसे ऊपर जा रहे हैं, over the sea and through thought to himself, वो भी अपने आप में सोचा, careful, wow. Yes, मुझे भी ऊपर जाना है. The birds aren't careful. चिड़िए तो बिंदास उड़ रहे हैं. Without care they fly. Why not I also? They are happy. They are free. Why can't I also? Oh, what a glorious adventure this is. Really, if they try to fly without any restriction, without any disturbance, why not I also? Listen, Icarus पापा की बात नहीं मान के अपने मस्ती में अपने ही तरीके में जैसे उड़ रहा है, अनाज्ञाकारिता आगे चल के सजाएं मिलता है. Sun is so warm. Do you know? Sun is warm. And breeze talks. Beach talks. Talks means pull. Pull at my wings. इधर ठंडी हवा उसको ढकेल रहा है. As even the wind is happy, I am finally loose. Let's see. The wind is happy now as he's flying. Wind is also happy. I am finally loose. Now the child is too much happy to fly with this. It's okay. I can't believe I have been missing this for all these years trapped in that cold damp cave. Really, first time I enjoyed to fly in this damn cold मतलब ठंडी damp cave वाला बहुत ही ठंडा वाला cave में मैं तड़प रहा था इतना सालों से, not 1 or 2 days, many years. First time I enjoyed this beautiful sky flying. Wow! So really, why not? And with that, he followed the seagulls off and off and off into the sky. और ही आसमान के ऊपर और ऊपर वो डाउनलेस क्या हुआ? Then what the result? Father saw the child is not obeying and flying away. Papa told, "No, Icarus, stop! Don't go up!" Shouted Icarus, "The wax will melt if it gets too warm. Not so high, not child, not to follow this. Come back." But child did not listen to those things. He disobeyed his father. But Icarus was too far away. लेकिन Icarus बहुत ऊपर पे जा चुका था. Too lost in his own happy thoughts of excitement. Own thought of excitement मतलब अपने ही खुशी का जोश का सोच में उड़ चुका है. To listen to his father's warning, he did not listen to father's warning. What father told us, stop, come back. As he did not listen, and he in his thought and happy thought flew up the sky As he flew still higher, जितना और ही ऊपर को उठा, he began to feel the warm wax dripping down his forearm. His arms, उसका wax अपने body में गिरते जा रहा है. And saw feathers falling like snowflakes. Snowflakes के जैसे ही क्या है उसका मोम का जो पर है गिरते जा रहा है. या down around him, remembering his father's lectures. पापा का अभी जो स्पीच को भी याद किया. Icarus realized with horror. As he now realized his father's life now, he was filled with fear. What can he do? His mistake. अभी देखा गया I had done mistake. लेकिन it was too late. लेकिन अभी बहुत देरी हो चुका था. अपनी गलती का एहसास जब किया तब तक समय और जा चुका था. He began to walk the pulley to tilt. पुली को tilt means move into a sloping position. पुली को sloping मतलब नीचे गिराने की कोशिश किया. His wings back down towards the sea. कि समुद्र तरफ ऐसे पुली को नीचे करने के लिए कोशिश किया. But as he did so, जैसे नीचे किया पुली को, what happened? He saw more feathers. और भी पता क्या हुआ? पंख dropped away, move into sloping position. It dropped away, fall down, and he began to lose height more quickly than he wanted. और बहुत जल्दी से ही हाइट को क्या किया से ऊपर से गिरना शुरू हुआ. Working the pulley even more frantically. Frantically means in fear. As he thought that I will control the pulley and I will come down, Icarus flapped the wings trying to slow his fall. कोशिश कर रहा है धीरे से गिरने के लिए. But the harder he flapped, जैसे कि बहुत ताकतवर को कोशिश किया, tried to control his this the pulley, the more feathers detached means come out or out from this pulley from the frame of his wings. Wings से जितना भी काम था सब गिरता चले गया. As Daedalus was in her now, Daedalus देखा अपना बेटा अभी खतरे में है. That the child is uncontrolled and going to fall. Icarus plunged towards the sea. Plunged, jumped to the sea frantically. Frantically means in a fear, in a very fearful sight. Very fear, distinct way, going to fear, flapping the pulley with his arms. इस पुली को ही व्हील को ही अपने आर्म में क्या कर रहा है, हिला रहा है क्योंकि पंख तो चले गया है. When he finally hit the water, इतना ऊपर से पानी में जैसे गिरा, there was not a feather left attached. एक भी पंख नहीं था. Here Icarus the child fall in this water, and you know the child doesn't know swimming. Then what happened? Daedalus landed as quickly as he could on the beach. यहाँ पर आके बीच में तो उसका पापा रुक गया समुद्र किनारे. Near where Icarus had fallen. Icarus जहाँ पर गिर गया उसके आसपास तो पापा उतरा. But the only sign of his poor child was few feathers floating in the waves. उसका बेटा पानी में ही डूब के मर गया था. He had no more things, only the feathers, only the in those water he could see. And what is he? Daedalus crumbled to the sand, crossed to the sand, his face in his hands. और उसका चेहरा अपने हाथ में रखा और बोला cry. That he knew that his son was died. In his presence अपना बेटा ही died. So it is very painful sight. As the child disobeyed his father, the child died. After many months, when Daedalus began to recover from his grief, उसको अपने दर्द को, अपना बेटा को खो दिया, उसके वेदना में, उसके पीड़ा में, in his pain, for many months in this island he cried. Then he named the island Icaria. इस island का नाम भी Icaria है. इसको याद करेंगे. मेरा बेटा तो मैं खो दिया, लेकिन इस island के नाम से मेरे बेटे को कम से जानेंगे. In memory of his son. So pathetic scenery here. On the beach where he landed, he built a temple to the sun god. यहाँ पर sun god का temple बनाया. कि काश यहाँ पर आके लोग पूजा पाठ करेंगे और मेरे बच्चे को याद करेंगे. Sun god Apollo, and inside it, how the wings he had created. यहाँ पर क्या है? He made this temple and in his created he wings of this child's or the father's, the wings who has created these wings. How in this temple अपना बेटा का तो खो गया था, अपना भी विंग्स को यहाँ पर लटका दिया और क्या बोला? We never to fly. He promised that in future I will never fly in the sorrow and the lamentation and grief or this type of painful cry of the son, the reap and the very sorrowful cry of the son, that remember that I will not fly once again, and he lamented, and the bereaved father remembered the son to name this island Icaria, made the temple of sun god Apollo, and hung these wings of this, and remembered the son. The lesson speaks very pathetic the Greek mythology, and this lesson, one of the morals I have already told you, that obey your father's advice not to face a fact, as in the story sad end we cannot judge. I hope you whatever I discussed might have understood. Study well, read well, and see you again in coming period. Okay, thank you.